Sisi kama wazazi tunafurahia kujumuika na watoto wetu kwa msimu kwanza wa Krismasi. Furaha nyingine watoto wanafurahia kwenda kujumuika na familia zetu zilibaki ushago. Kama wangu most of them msimu kama huu, most of them hata ikifika tu akishafunga wanaanza kulia, wanataka kwenda kana shosho yao ama na guka yao. Hiyo ndio kitu mimi huona watoto wangu wakifurahia sana.
My child enjoys going shopping for new clothes, trying out new food, new recipes, and just traveling up country.
Yes, the most exciting thing about festive season ni ile togetherness, kukua pamoja na watoto, wazazi na the entire community. So we interact, we come together, we share it together, dance, enjoy. That is the most exciting things. Watoto waone vile vitu wajazoea kwa boma, ng'ombe, hizo mbuzi, kulima.
Wanapenda kuvaa, kukula vizuri, kucheza na wengine.
Kama this time ya Christmas, wanapenda sana kwenda out. Wanapenda kwenda swimo, niwapeleke huko wakacheze. Na pia wanapenda kufanya vitu kama kwa nyumba, kupika vitu zao, kujifundisha tu pole.
Kama kawaida, hata sisi tuseme tu for example kama sisi kitambo, lazima ukifurahia lazima mzazi alikuwa anakununulia tuseme nguo, wanakula vizuri, unawapeleka mahali kama out, wapeleke huko pia wacheze, waswim. Alafu vitu kama hizo pia watakuwa wanafurahia sana, wanasema yenyewe pia tuko na wazazi na wanatu take care.
Wow, a very good morning to you wherever you're joining us this beautiful Tuesday morning. Parenting Tuesday it is, and this morning we are excited, as I said earlier, still in the festive mood, still talking about, how to parent, especially through this season. And I'm joined by an amazing couple. Interesting, because right here it's about a blended family, but again, they're also parenting through the festive season. How do they do this? From a 27-year-old to the youngest, they'll be telling us more about that. So let's plug into this conversation on 0786-316-316. That is our WhatsApp line. Send in your questions, compliments, and even festive wishes to us, your family, the Rukenyas. They're here to help us unpack this. My name is Sally Limo. Welcome, lady and gentlemen. Asanteni sana for making time, the Rukenyas. It is an honor and pleasure to have you both here. And I'll start with the lady to introduce yourself, Pasi.
Thank you so much for having us, Sally.
Right.
Yeah, my name is Annie Rukenya, and I'm really glad and blessed to be here today.
Lovely.
Yeah.
Brian.
Yes, thank you so much allowing us to be in your set.
You're right.
This morning. We are great that we are here.
Okay.
My name is Brian Rukenya, and yes, I'm happy to be here.
I'm glad to have you both here, and I'll start with you, Pastor Annie, in terms of just letting us a little bit into your lives as parents, as a couple. Briefly tell us about yourselves.
Yeah, so we are the Rukenyas. We've been married now for going 3 years, going on 3 years.
Right.
We are a blended family. I was previously married, and my marriage ended. And when it ended, about 9 years or 10 later, I got God opened a door and an opportunity for us to meet with Brian, and now we got married. I had 3 children before we got married, and so with the 3 children, I have come into this relationship.
Wow!
Yes,
Amazing. How does it feel like being in a a blended family, Brian?
Honestly, I hadn't seen it coming, but once it happened, I remember my work was such that I had a biasness about having to get a lady with my children, until when I was in prayer, the Lord allowed me to be in prayer, and He mentioned some things in prayer to me that I didn't understand exactly what He was talking about. And so, but when I met her, then the Lord confirmed what He was talking to me in prayer, because it was concerning her children.
Okay.
The children now that the lady would come with. And so when I met her children, I was confirmed, the biasness was removed from me.
Okay.
Yes, so I enjoy being a father of another 3. It is beautiful. Even having the 27-year-old is interesting. Yeah, you'll hear about that. The 27-year-old is quite interesting. And then the young ones who are, my son is second. Now from the 27 is my son is the next. So the other ones are younger.
Oh wow!
So so many things changed. I didn't have a CBC, children's CBC, but now I do have.
Oh,
good, yeah.
Wow, fantastic.
Yes.
How was it like, and you know, now here you are and you're meeting Brian. In fact, it's Brian, by the way. You guys have not talked about that. Come on now. Can you miss that? You should have said that. It is Brian. Fantastic. Yeah. How was it like, you know, after, you know, all that, the first marriage and everything, then here you are, you meet someone with a child. Were you prepared to get married to someone who had children or a child?
Yeah, actually I preferred someone with a child or children because according to where I was in life and how all my other pregnancies were, I did not want to have any more children.
Okay.
So for that reason, I wanted somebody who has already finished having children, not someone who will come and ask me to have another child. So that was something like it was a deal breaker for me because with my last child, it was not really a good experience because of BP and just complications. And so I had decided that I do not want to have any more children. So it was important to make that clear. And so when he came and he had a son, and for him he didn't mind not having another and seeing that, oh, we're going to have 4. He was okay with it. And so here we are.
How God balances things.
Yes, he does.
Wow.
Yeah.
Brian, just talk to us about your parenting styles.
For myself, having had one son, my late wife was more of the disciplinarian. For me, how I do it with mostly guidance. I use the scriptures so much on that as well. But my style is just giving guidance and even just insight into life, allowing the child to understand what is expected of them in the society. So basically, it's mostly conversational and also guidance. Most of it is guidance. Where it comes to discipline, I'd be one who's assertive and I'd put my foot down, more authoritarian, more than using the cane. I've not had a chance of the cane for a very long time. I have not had children who are wayward, so that they need the cane from my perspective.
Right.
Yes, and so that has been my style. Yes.
Fantastic.
Yes.
Then how does Pastor Annie come in to balance that out?
What do you think? So I'm very disciplinarian, so I don't shy away from the cane. But it's usually like the last resort.
Okay.
I try and make the children understand their mistakes, what they should have done instead of what they did, and if the cane is needful, then I use it.
Okay.
Yeah, but now the young one is 9, so like the cane is disappearing because it's someone you can sit down with and have a conversation and explain how things are supposed to be done and why. And once they understand, then we leave at
good to
yes.
go.
But I also use like punishment, like I'm going to take your gadgets away, or I'm going to deprive you from this.
Right.
Yeah, this privilege, so that you understand that what you did has consequences.
Okay.
So even if we have had a talk, there still have to be consequences that have been put in place so that they understand the cost of making mistakes.
All right.
Yeah.
When you came into the relationship, this beautiful relationship, the 27-year-old, it's a boy. It's a girl.
Yeah.
Oh, so how did you just blend? How was it like?
Kate she's a very lovable girl. And she accepted me right from the first go, and that really allowed me to be comfortable around her. Yet I know, being that she's more of an adult, I need to know that I don't have to demand for for her to really gel with me. I know I give her time. I know one day, but she really performed better than I expected.
Oh, wow.
And so it was for me. The time I remember when I was growing up, I kept on thinking if I would get. There was an auntie of mine who was really in our lives, almost our age, but she was not. Okay, not really our age. There's a different time, a gap difference, but she really wanted to be with us, me and my siblings. Really wanted to have, when we go out, to go together. Right. She'd be in our lives. She was very fun. And so I always still thought about her bigger sister and how it would look like for the younger brother. Yeah. And so when I saw this, my son now coming, my son, and now he'll have a bigger sister. Wow! I was like, oh, this is what I'm thinking about. Wow! And I think he picked it quite well. For myself, I look forward days when she'll need my advice. She'll call me my phone and tell me, hey, Daddy, this. But slowly by slowly.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, if she's as warm as Pastor Annie, I mean, they say the what doesn't
fall. Yeah, that fall from
exactly.
the tree.
Yes. Let's speak about now the festivities. Yeah. Now, okay. You know, we all have different backgrounds. How was it like at home during this festive season for you, Pastor Annie?
For me, the festive seasons were interesting because I didn't grow up with both my parents. Okay. So, but my dad was there. My mom came into our lives later. So growing up as a younger child, I would see the other, like my cousins, going out with their parents. They're getting gifts, they're getting new clothes. So we would be at the mercy of the uncle or the auntie who has a bit of extra money to include us in the shopping. So we were always like, you know, crossing our fingers. Are we going to get some new clothes? Are you going to? But it really never bothered us much because they all came home. We grew up with our grandma. So they all came home to our grandma's place. So we knew there's going to be nyama choma, there's going to be soda, there's going to be chapati. So we knew it's going to be an amazing season. And from a young age, I loved baking. And I'm a December child. Oh, wow. I'm born 31st December.
New Year's Eve.
Yeah, New Year's Eve.
Happy birthday in advance.
Thank you.
Nice.
Yeah, so December and Christmas always feels like, you know, it's an exciting month for me because it's my birthday month. So even then, I would still like bake, bake my own cake and just enjoy the festive seasons. Okay. So, yeah, it included family and cooking and eating.
Right.
Yeah.
Brian, your background, you know, when you look back, how was it like at home?
For me, my mom had been very instrumental in our lives. She's both my mom and my grandma. They are, even my grandma at her old age, she still has that thing of who's in her house, who's visiting, who's working within her gardens and her shamba. They are very, very, very in leadership. And so my mom would not let Christmas go, having not have an input into it. So we really had a lot of family. We would congregate everyone mom's place. That is way out in Naivasha. So we'd that 25th particularly we'd meet with family. That will include my brothers and their families. So it's basically family. And same things, nyama choma, chapati.
The African way. Isn't it?
Yes. It will change in case if one of my siblings opts to go maybe on a vacation, maybe out of the somewhere, maybe out of town. So it will if it changes that way, we would sometimes he'd tag us along. So we'd go Mombasa and all that. Okay. I remember growing up, class 5, class 7, class 8, we really did a lot of Mombasa during Christmas through my grandfather, my late grandfather. Wow. Yeah, so it's been always family, and it's never been a quiet Christmas.
And that's the reason for, apart from Christ being the reason for, for the season, I think family also really counts. Yes. I'm just here curious to know, how was it like for you with the children first, before Brian came into the picture, especially during these holidays, and then now when he came in, the blending now of the two traditions or cultures, how was it like?
Yeah, so before the marriage, well, I was in the hospitality industry. I worked as a hotelier. And so the festive seasons are busier in the hotel industry. So that would mean that I was mostly absent from my children during those seasons. But I would have Kate, who is my firstborn, and they would, you know, they would go out, we would cook. I would try when I'm in before I go to work, then we bake together. So the baking continued. Yeah, so we would bake together and eat together. Sometimes we would just maybe go out and then they would go back home by themselves. So it's been, I've been working like all along. Yes, but we've had like the families, because since my grandma passed, the tradition didn't continue. So I had to like stay on my own and try and see how I can manage myself with maybe my cousin, my sister's children. They would come over, we cook just in the house, and I go to work.
So at that point, they were just parenting themselves, quote unquote, because you have to work as well. But now then Brian checks into the scene. How does it, you know, change?
It changes because now we have somewhere to go. Like we have an Ushago. We are born in Nairobi, so even my grandma, it's just here on Ngong Road. So even if there's any traveling, it's somewhere you can even walk. You know, so now my children are always so excited to know that December is coming, and we are going somewhere. We're going to travel. So it has really brought joy for us to have a home that we can travel to.
All right, fantastic. Brian, when you look at this season and the children, how has it been like, you know, the parenting, because that's what we're talking about today, parenting through this festive season. Has anything changed? Is there anything you do differently from the norm, like the usual parenting during this season?
Okay, so when I was with me and my son, it was much easier. We didn't have to do much of the budgeting and such things, because now it's just the two of us. I mean, if there's 100 bob, with so much, we can do so much. So when now we blended, it means we had to be intentional, number one, have a budget. So the budget that kicks in December allows us to budget for the festive and remembering these school fees in January. So budgeting was key. It's now even very key. So when the children, and we involve the children. So the children have to know this is the budget. If you get anything new, because they'll always ask us, what do we have for, what are they getting for Christmas? It's a question. And if you don't answer that, their cousins, my siblings, they'll be having things that they're unwrapping. And my children are not unwrapping anything. So it's a matter of budgeting. So that is what has changed. You budget. You tell them, okay, so between the three of you, these are the younger ones, between the three of you, this is so much for everyone. Think, are you going to use it in what direction? Now it's up to them, but they know the budget is set.
You know, people need to know that you're a financial advisor. So budget, and planning. Amazing. You're in very safe hands when it comes to matters, financing. Anyway, now this, especially for the young children, and how do you ensure that this, because you know sometimes with those family gatherings and get-togethers, then there are a lot of people, family, you know, extended and all that. How do you ensure that they still feel seen, loved and heard as well by both of you as their parents?
First of all, they enjoy going out and being out there with other people, and so ensuring that they know they are seen. We make sure they know we are available, like you can come to me at any time. There are no boundaries to us, but there are boundaries to where we are going. Like if we are visiting Shusho, this is Shusho's house, so there are boundaries. You can't just get into a room without knocking. You can't pick something, you know, that does not belong to you. Anyone can place anything anywhere because there's a lot of people. So just know that don't touch things that do not belong to you. Don't go anywhere with anyone. We are here. We are accessible. So we just make sure they understand the boundaries and that they can access us at any time.
Because you're actually talking about the next question I was going to ask Brian, in terms of, do rules now change just because it's the festive season? Do the guard goes down kidogo? What happens?
Basically, rules are rules. Rules and boundaries, they're meant to be there. And it will be unruly if they're not there. So we allow them to negotiate at times, especially these ones who are the 16-year-old, my son, and the one who follows our son who's 13. We allow them to negotiate. So not so far from the rule, not even to try and break it, but maybe bend it. Maybe we just bend it kidogo. And that is allowed, so that they can feel at least, oh yeah, our Christmas was different this time round. It's Christmas, so the holidays are different. Not April, not August. It's festive December. So they'd feel the difference. So these things are things like we allow, even though there was a budget. Remember, there was a budget. Yeah. We allow to see what can be inserted. Yeah. So we see, yes, we say this is a budget, but can we insert? Yes. Can we adjust somewhere? That's the part where we do a little bit of bending. Okay. Yeah.
Any challenges like as a blended family during this festive season, or just generally parenting, you know, as a blended family? Any challenges that you may have experienced?
Yeah, challenges we would say are the ones like now, our teenage son, the 16-year-old, like when we go out, sometimes he only wants to be by himself. So he's not like blending, he's not coming out. He would be on his phone like all the time. So some of those are the challenges. And if you try and get him to interact with other cousins and other people, he would still want to. And now my son, the 13-year-old, is also like starting to do that instead of, you know, coming out of the room or of the corner to share the the festivities with their cousins or meet their uncles. They still, you know, so you know when you're in the crowd and your child is at the corner and people are looking at you, and you're like, antisocial. They're so antisocial. And you know, I think that those are some of the challenges. But of course, everyone understands this.
It's an age. Actually.
It's an age.
I know there's a topic I wanted to handle. I think I will be handling it by God's grace. It's about that kids around that age just withdraw. And
they do.
Yeah. They do. So how do you manage that then?
When now we're in that group and it's because it's family. Right. I noticed with this, the eldest, the teenage boy, would love us to do board games, indoor games, card games, and he'll come and tell you, Daddy, can we play? Come with them. Can we play cards? When you involve him in cards, Monopoly, and all that, he now sheds. He puts away his cocoon, and he comes out of the cocoon, and you feel the fun of the boys because it's interesting that what the 16-year-old loves, also the 13-year-old loves as well. And these are games which are all inclusive, maybe plus 13 or plus 7 because of the daughter or the 7-9-year-old. And when you involve them like that, and then you have teams. Now that makes it better. You have to be proactive. You have to be proactive. There's no way of getting him off those gadgets at that corner, apart from involving them in the game.
Very true. Games, Involvement.
Yes.
You know, I'm sure there's someone watching or even listening in, you know, and they're also probably it's their first Christmas together as a blended family. And they're anxious, probably, Pastor Annie. What would you say to them? Like, how do they go about it?
Yeah, I think the most important thing, especially when you're blending a family, is to understand you did not come into this family to change anyone. Even what we say when it comes to marriage, that you cannot change your spouse. Even the children, you cannot change the children. There is that which they're used to. There's that which they're used to, they've been doing. We do not want to deprive them of anything that they have held of value all along before the couple came into union. So it's the man and wife are the ones who are married. The children are not married to them. They are only in this family because of their parents. So the parents need to understand that do not try to change the children. Understand them. If there's something if there's a culture that had been built, like for us, my children are used to going to their sister's place. the firstborn, the 16-year-old, was used to going to spending time with his cousins. So you see, that's a culture that was there even before we got together. So we allow it to happen. At the beginning, it was a bit tough when the other two, my children, would see him going away, and they're like, why is he going away? Where is he going? Why can't we go with him? We're now a family. But we needed to make them understand that this is a culture that was already there. But it's changing, because now when they go to my firstborn, they all go, all of them go together. So don't rush the children. Allow them the space to be themselves. Learn them, let them accept you. Don't push yourself to them or try shove rules down their throat. Give them the space, let them know you, let them understand, because they're probably even trying to see whether you're a good person for their parent.
Absolutely.
Yeah, trying to learn who you are. Why did my father choose this person? Why did my mom choose this person? What is special about this person? So there are a lot of challenges that are going through their mind, and a lot of questions, of which you may have understood your person, but the child still, you know, does not understand this arrangement. I remember when we first got married, his son would ask, why did you have to get married? Was it like, why? Is it necessary? Was it necessary? So he was not understanding. But as we've gone on with time, he has started seeing the importance, and now we're actually at a better place.
Yes, I think if there's someone listening in and in that particular situation, then there you have it. You've really put it out very well. You know, during school holidays or these holidays, do you think parenting is easier or harder? And we also spoke to Kenyans out there in the streets. We'll be hearing what they had to say. But before then, what do you think about holidays? Does it make parenting harder or easier?
I've noticed, not like this was a very long holiday, but it's already, most of it is almost done.
Days are melting over here.
And these are things you don't, it's not like, okay, today has ended. Let's wait for tomorrow. No, you find yourself, days are just going by. You leave for work, come back in the evening, and another day has gone. And finding that they manage the day well among themselves, so that it becomes a place for them to feel they're out of school, so no much of pushing them to do schoolwork and all that. But it's important for them to do it. But for now, let them just be in that element of holiday. I remember my son, as he was in school, in primary school, I remember that primary school, the director was an interesting lady. She would ask us, do you want them to have busy bee? Do you want us to give them holiday homeworks? And they listen to our feedback, and when most of us were yes, of course, we want them to have homework. And then they are telling us, okay, we'll give them homework just for you guys, because of you guys. For us, we don't see the necessity of homework. And that director was, she was on point. She knew how to handle her students. Interesting, they even had when it was raining, they allowed them to go outside. But we used to complain because their shirts would come home, they have gone through mud.
You think about pneumonia, the cold.
They would slide in mud. The white shirts have turned to... I remember that those were the main issues parents were bringing. But this is the thing, making school be school, home be home. So they'll tell us, let them come home. The first thing they do, let them go out play. Even if they play, and when they start doing homework late and they fall asleep in the middle, let them come home. Let them come to school. Tell us they were not able because they were playing. That is there. That's the director's view, and it worked. It worked. I think I've never heard of that before. We were so shocked.
Neither have I.
You heard it for the first time. Yes. It was, and that's how that madam brought up the schools to the children.
Fantastic.
So for us, I try to keep that alive, that when they are home, let them be. I know like the older one had online classes, so that has to be he has to attend. That's a no negotiation.
Yeah.
He has to attend the online classes. The other children had workbooks. They had to fill them up before now they kick it into the holiday.
Exactly.
Yeah, so we don't let them, yes, they are in holiday, but don't allow them to stray so far.
The same thing we'll talk about.
Yes.
The rules still, the structure still remains.
Exactly.
Wow, fantastic. I think we need to take a very short break and then we come back to this conversation. And, you know, we're speaking matters parenting through the festive season. And here we are, Pastor Annie telling us that, you know, even during, you can be busy, don't be guilty. Find a way of how your kids can still have fun, relatives to take care of them, you know, and stuff like that. We're going to be listening in to what Kenyans had to say again about, is it more difficult or is it easier to parent during festive season or during school period? So here is what they had to say. We'll be right back after this. Keep sending in your feedback, questions, as well as your wishes.
Holidays, it depends on how you are looking at it. Kuna watu wanasema parenting inakuwa ngumu wakati wa holiday kwa sababu they are not used to watoto kusumbua, they are not used to watoto kurukaruka kucheza. But kwangu mimi naona it is very very enjoyable season kukaa na watoto, kuinteract, usome watoto wachue, naonanga kama ni enjoyable season. Hata kama itakuja na cost, we don't mind the cost. Na watoto ni wetu, pesa ni yetu, na kila kitu ni yetu.
To me it makes it easy because my child really like, she gets time to just relax, and then the stories, the bonding, I get to teach her what cannot be taught in school because not everything is being taught in school. So yeah, that is the time I even differentiate what is right, what is wrong, as per the beliefs that we believe. Yeah.
Naweza sema si easier juu like si unajua kuna challenges. Sahi ni holiday, watoto ni wengi wenye wako huko nje, so mtoto sama unaweza pata wameenda kucheza, unaweza pata wamejichafua, vitu kama hizo. So ikuangi hizi manzi ni kujaribu.
Wakati huu ni ngumu, juaza kuwalisha ni ngumu. Si unaona tuko town na hakuna chakula, ni karibu watatu kuwapea chakula na uko peke yako ni ngumu.
Hapo ukiangalia si ngumu na tena si rahisi, inategemea na we mzazi unalea namna gani ya watoto wako. Unaona, unajua itategemea, labda uko na watoto wako wako tuseme campus, hawa machenzi wengi sasa wako campus, umeachilia mtoto wako anaenda maklabu huko nini. Unaona, sasa itategemea na mzazi vyenye we mwenyewe unatreat huyo mtoto wako.
Absolutely. Welcome back to Parenting Tuesday. This morning we're discussing matters parenting through, you know, the festive season. How is it like for you? And there you have it. Kenyans had different opinions, different views on how to do that, you know, during the parenting season. I mean, during the festive season as well as school period. And then now we jump into our socials. And there's an interesting question here. The Rukenyans, ready? Hey, Sally and the guests in studio, how do they deal with their exes in such moments? Do they co-parent in any way? I remember Brian talking about the late wife. So probably, Pastor Annie, if you're okay, you can respond to that.
Yeah, so my ex is not involved in my life. He hasn't for years. So even the reason why I filed for divorce is because he was not in my life.
Right.
We were separated for about 9 years. So it was an abandonment case. So because he was not present, so then I moved on. So he was not involved then, he's not involved now. So there is no co-parenting at all.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
And that gives you a lot of peace, by the way.
Yeah.
Because I know there are those ones that can work very well co-parenting.
Yeah.
But again, there are those ones that will be actually, the pull and push is just too much. Let's talk about how has it, when you look at the blended family, what can you term, or what is success to you when you look at your family right now, Brian?
Okay, a good question. Success, I guess, success ideally is when what you have envisioned and has been proactively been put in place as targets and goals are really met, and they're met and thrive in it. So that you find, even as we think about bringing up our children in the environment that they are in, success will look like these children are they are thriving in their element, being individuals, number one, with an identity, that the identity is in place, and so this is what they come out and they stand out with, that they know their identity. And for us, even being a Christian house, we've let them know that their identity, number one, is in Christ, and so they know that and they really push towards that. We have them go to church every Sunday, support us in the ministry. One of our son is very good, is in charge of the media, and so all that. So yes, success ideally is to have them, first of all, create that identity, and also we also try and allow them to become independent, so that they can still create their own lives as an independent person, not forgetting that they're individuals at the same time. Even though they're in a family setup, each of them is an individual, and none of them is compared to the other. Okay. So that if you thrive in sciences, the other one thrives in arts, well and good, let it be.
That's their strength.
That's their strength.
Fantastic.
Yes.
Now I can see Edwin from Nairobi saying, parenting through festive season is amazing. It gives you a chance to bond with your kids and unite as a complete family. You learn their character and guide them the right way. You agree with that?
Yes.
Okay, true. Fantastic. Pastor Annie, as a couple, I'm sure sometimes there's conflict. We can't say, it's not a bed of roses. But now the children are around most of the time during this season, for example. How do you handle conflict and the kids are around?
Yeah, how we handle conflict, if it's between us, we never talk bad at each other in the presence of our children. Right. If there's anything, we handle it separately, even when it includes them. Yeah, we will ask them to just wait. Yeah. We will let you know what to do, because most of the times the conflict may come because of demands. Something they're demanding, something they want. Probably we're not in a position to do it, so we will allow them to give us time to discuss and then get back to them. And we try as much as we can to not handle any conflict in front of them, but we make them aware of how we are resolving the conflict. If it has to be done with them, then it's like a talk. Do you understand this? Do you understand this challenge? And because of this challenge, then the outcome cannot be what you are expecting or what you're demanding. So we try as much as we can to not throw tantrums or shout. We make it a talk. Sometimes they're hard talks, tough ones, but we sit and talk together. Like this weekend, we had a little conflict. We had come from church. Well, they have been away the whole weekend, and they came to church. They were dropped at church on Sunday. After coming to church, we didn't know they wanted to go back to their sister's place, the 27-year-old, my firstborn. They had planned to go back, but we had a plan that we are going to go somewhere with them. So when they came to us, they're like, after church, they're like, oh, we're going back, you're invited for lunch. And we're like, we're invited for lunch, but we were not told we're invited for lunch. So we call Kate. We're like, hey, you invited us for lunch. No, I didn't invite you, but they suggested that you can come over for lunch. So it's okay, you can still come. But we're like, no. So we're in the car and we're wondering, where do we go? Do we go to where we were planning to go with them? Or do we drop them at Kate's? Did Kate cook? We're going to miss that as well. So I think I just called him aside. We went to the side and we just took a minute. We're like, okay, what do we do? We must go to this other place because we had promised the host that we were going. So what we can do is that probably let's drop the children and then as we go, and then we will come back to Kate's later afterwards. So so that's
compromising here and there.
Absolutely, that has to be there. From what Edwin has said in Nairobi, this is that this time that you get to bond with them, know their character and all that. What is one thing, Brian, that has surprised you? The kids have it was like, okay, during this period especially, because that's when we really bond with them. Yeah.
Surprise.
Anything. It could have been a talent. Probably you didn't even know they have.
I know we have some cats in the house. So one mother cat with their two kittens, and another teenage cat. So there are 4.
Teenage cat.
Yeah. So once the kittens bloomed, so you find I didn't know that everyone had a liking for one or the other. So everyone wants to keep the cats. And even the 16-year-old came downstairs and is like, no, this we should keep, this is mine. And so I'm just saying things. This one I didn't know they like cats. This one wants a cat, to keep the cats. We are thinking these cats are too many. Thinking they must go. Some people booked them elsewhere, some family friends have booked them. But this
there's attachment here.
I didn't see that coming. I thought they'll be like, no, this is too much. Like what we are thinking, but they want to keep them.
Oh, wow. So, fantastic. Let's someone here is saying, good morning. I love how our guests are discussing blended family in a very sweet way. What a beautiful family. I'm learning a lot from them, from their parenting styles to conflict handling. Guys, kudos. Clap, clap. Now, I don't know, this is pretty long. There's someone else who says, hi, Sally, this is Eric. This is Eric from Kerugoya, and this is to Brian. What's your advice for someone dating a lady with kids whereby the gentleman doesn't have any kids?
Oh, yeah. Is it, this gentleman has no kids because he was previously married but didn't get kids, or he's not even had a marriage?
No, I think
before?
he's dating someone. Advice for someone dating a lady with kids whereby he doesn't have any kids. Like if you came to Annie's life without a child. Yeah, without a child.
Okay, so
you aren't married
without the background. Yes. So this is a man who's gotten ladies with kids, with children.
Yeah.
I had a biasness myself, let me just address that because it changes most of the things.
Yeah.
I knew that even as I was bringing up my son with my late wife, there's a place where we got separated, but for like 5 years, and I didn't even remove my ring. I kept my ring, and anyone who asked me is because I still was wanting my house, and so you can imagine. That's what was informing me. Probably this lady has kids. What of the ex? Is the ex in her life? What is the ex thinking? Is the ex thinking he still wants a relationship with this lady because he terms her and the child as still his family? So for me, I didn't want to be the man who'd come to break that love, desire for this the ex. So that was my biasness. Until now, when God spoke to me in prayer and told me that the word He gave me about children, and when I met her with children, now the Holy Spirit allowed me to remember what He had told me, and told me now that's why you have to consider these children. So it could be an answer. It's a beautiful thing when you get a lady with children. It's not a setback at all. It's not. There's a way children are very innocent. Number one, absolutely. It's not their choice that they don't have the other parent. So you come in and stand in as the other parent. Children are very innocent. They accept you immediately. They're the ones who can even warm up your heart towards that relationship. Children are very beautiful to have them in a relationship. Absolutely. Not as a burden, but as a gift.
Yeah, but the worry of this particular listener from Kerugoya is the ex is my worry because he's well off than me financially. Actually, he's just added that as you're discussing. As you're responding. So that's his worry. The financial muscle of the ex.
No, that's why I was talking about the ex, where my biasness was.
Yes.
Does the ex still wants the family? And if so my business was, will I be standing in between? Will I be the one to breaking them apart? If the ex still wants the marriage, I mean, allow them to. The scriptures allowed for what do you call it? Reconciliation. Yeah, it allows for reconciliation. If he wants to, I remember that specifically because I really wanted to reconcile with my wife. That was my first goal, to reconcile with, not moving on. And I kept telling her, and she was like, no, just move on. I told her, no, I will not move on. I still, whenever you are ready, your man is still there. So if this man, the way it sounds, is like the ex is still involved
in the picture.
But up to what point? Probably he just, with the financial muscles, means maybe he wants to chip in here and there for child support. Yeah, don't discourage that unless, I mean, it doesn't. It shouldn't threaten you, unless he'll be using that as a bait. Okay. Yeah,
but I'd also want to hear Annie's opinion on that in terms of communication also, because probably this lady, because the guy talking is a guy, but if there's communication between the lady and the ex, how bad is that, or how detrimental is that to that relationship?
Yeah, so the question is, what are they talking about? Yeah. If they're talking about children, if this lady and gentleman are serious about their relationship, they would involve a coach. A coach who would help them with the co-parenting. Okay. We have coaches who help with co-parenting. So if they would get a coach or a middleman who would be like the channel of communication, so that we can break the communication between the lady and the ex. And if there's any payments that need to be paid, let the ex pay directly to the school. Let the ex purchase shopping for the children and send a delivery and break the communication. Totally. So it's possible to co-parent in peace without the two people, the communication. So you can involve an in-between person, a coach, a friend, a relative who can be the go-to person when you need to communicate to the other person. But if he wants to take care of the children, that is allowed. The doors are open. Even for me, the doors are open. If the dad wants to communicate, he wants to have anything to do with the children, it's open. So we do not deny the biological parent.
Yes.
Really, so you're okay with that?
I've not been quiet on that. Even I tell them, we're trying to make it proactive, so that they know. Obviously, I know even our last born, the 9-year-old, she has a thing of saying that, this is my stepdad. He's not my real dad. She has a way of trying to piece it. I mean, to sound it from her voice what this really is. She's like, no, this is not my real dad. He's just he's my stepdad, but he's my dad. And then she hugs me. So it's important. Let them know there's a biological father. Okay. Don't hide that from them. All right. I know it's interesting because they've never had the son has never had a chance of staying with the dad ever. Those 13 years, he's never had that chance. Even the last born has never had the chance of staying with the dad. So it's for them, these are strangers. If they even do walk into the house, and it's never happened. I mean, even when we've been this time that we've been married, the only time we had to get to talk to them is at that time I was thinking of getting adoption, because I want to adopt them. They have my name, because of things like official documents elsewhere, and also maybe if there's travel, they'll need so in that process we had to reach out to the dad, and the dad they were okay. They said go ahead, we'll do the adoption.
Okay. All right.
Yeah,
I think we've responded to that very, very, very clearly to this person. And as we are winding up the show, I don't know if you have any traditions at home. There could be festive moments that you always have at home, but outsiders like look at you and they're like, that doesn't matter. They're pretty small things. And as your parting shot, Dr. Pasi.
Yeah, so traditions, I would say Kate started a tradition, my first born. Yeah. She started a tradition she makes turkey. Yeah, wow. So it's something that was new to us. We only saw turkey like on Christmas movies. Wow. Yeah, so they buy this big turkey and we all go to her place and cut the turkey and share in the turkey. Yeah. And so that's something that we have started doing.
Fantastic.
And it's beautiful.
Awesome. Yeah. Your parting shot, Brian.
So when you think about these children, and because number one, I said it's not their fault. Yeah. It's basically just allowing them to become each as individuals. Let them come out of their element. Let them be themselves. Yeah. Never comparing them to the other. That would be quite very important. Because you see, if I have my son and I'm telling them, you see your siblings, first of all they'll tell you, Daddy, who told he'll put a tantrum because now you're making him. Exactly. These are something you're trying to. He's picking from that. So it's important to have them be as an individual. Allow them to shed off that cocoon on their own. Okay. Yeah, allow them to do it on their own. Is it, do you want to stay in your room for as long as you'll take? Do it. Do it, but be you. And because we've noticed, even that day he asked the mom to, can I walk with you? She was really living in the house. And she was telling me later, you know, your Nate asked me if we can walk with you. And that's it. That's what we say. We let them become, let them see the space for them. To just come out of their cocoon, and because we are allowing them to become them each individual. Yes.
Thank you so much. Kenyans, thank you. Really, I do appreciate your time. This is a very busy time. Yes. For you guys to just take, your time off to just come here and help us unpack this particular conversation. Sure. I'm very grateful. Asanteni sana, and happy holidays to you and your family. As well as to you, my dear listener, and wherever you are, a very big asante sana for your time, for the great feedback. Actually, we've really enjoyed, especially that thing for the ex. That one has really opened up a lot of the communication aspect, the word asanteni sana. And also remember, today is our Partners Prayer Day, and this is a day that now it's our turn to pray for you. So keep on sending your prayer requests, and our pastors are on standby to be praying for you. And even Pastor Annie is here. I'm sure she'll pick 1 or 2 prayer requests and pray for you. And remember, we are here for you, and as well as your requests. Remember, we are ending the year, but not the show. The show will be going on for the next, I think in the next up to the 31st, and then from then January we'll have something new and amazing for you. As a partner, you can continue supporting us in whatever way God blesses you through the pay bill number 316, and the account name is your telephone number. We also have our cooperative bank account, and it's right now on your screen. 0113 is the number 6000799100, and the account name is TBN Family Media. And tomorrow on Financial Clinic, I'll be right here with doctors when it comes to matters finances. Do not miss this, because we'll be talking about the hidden cost, especially during this festive season. God bless you and keep you. See you again tomorrow. By God's grace. Bye for now.